Alright, hello guys. So first off, I want to apologize. I am sick right now, so my voice is a little weird. I still don't have a tripod unpacked, so I'm just holding this camera. Hopefully it's not like too shaky or anything. But yeah, anyways, I wanted to pop in because this video is kind of like my moving vlog of like how I actually moved and drove and everything, but I didn't do a very good job of filming it, I'm not gonna lie. There was just like a lot going on, so filming like wasn't my top priority, so I didn't actually film that much. So I want to kind of pop in and explain a lot of what's going on because it doesn't really make much sense as of right now. That's what I'm going to do. So we're gonna pop into the vlog footage, but then as I need to like explain things, I'm gonna pop back on camera and explain them. So let's get into the vlog.
Oh my god, you're like... Oh my god, look how little he is. Jeez, I'm surprised you found him.
Which ones?
The spooters.
Yeah, there's 3 of them in there.
I know.
Okay, so right here I want to explain how I packed the animals. So as you guys saw in my last video, all of the animals were packed into individual travel containers that would just comfortably fit them and not give them too much room and not give them like too little room, you know, just a nice comfortable fit. And then what we did was we put a lot of the smaller containers inside of big bins in order to prevent them from like sliding around in the car, shifting, moving, all of that stuff. So they all went inside some bigger bins, not all of them, but a lot of them did, and then they were packed into the car. So now I want to explain this because this next part might look a little bit weird without any explanation, because I'm standing here putting bins into my trunk, which might be like seem a little weird. So what we did, the back seats in my car actually completely fold down. They fold right down. So when they're folded down, the trunk is basically just part of the car. So all of the airflow gets back there. If I have the air conditioning on or the heat on, it's all getting in the trunk of the car. So with the back seats down, it just makes it one open space. Don't worry about any animals going in the trunk. I promise that they were all safe. Like I said, all the airflow is getting throughout. I even tested this beforehand to make sure that the temperature would stay good. I drove around with a thermometer in the back of the car like a week before to make sure it was safe. So that's what we did. And then once all the animals were packed up and all of our stuff was packed up and we were in the car, off we went.
No, I said the 3rd one goes in the back seat.
So can we close this?
No, because other things still go in here.
Oh.
Okay, so we just made our first stop about 3.5 hours into the drive. We just stopped for like gas and a pee break and whatnot. So I'm going to go and check up on all the animals, and I'm also going to be giving my rabbits some critical care because they're not really eating a whole lot, which I kind of expected. They don't tend to eat in the car because it's stressful. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and check on everyone and feed the rabbits. So the temperature in here is still nice and comfortable. Looks like everyone is still doing well. You know, everyone looks pretty good, I'd say. Hello. I don't know what kind of spider this is, but it's really pretty. Isn't it pretty? If anyone knows what kind of spider this is, please let me know. Okay, so before I left, I mixed up some critical care and just put it in this container here. It looks really gross, I know. And then I brought a few syringes, so I'm just going to get some in the syringe and then give it to my rabbits. I won't be able to record it because I kind of need like both hands to do that, but that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to be doing this like periodically throughout the drive since, like I said, they're not really eating much.
goes on the ground, like the big butterfly end? For stability, or does that go under the car?
No, there should be, on one side, there should be almost like a little slot. It needs to be two pieces.
Do I go behind the
Okay, so we're on like hour 6, I think, of driving, and my back tire just completely popped. It completely went flat. Kind of sucked. So there's like a little spare tire in the trunk of the car though, so we got out and we changed it, so we do have a tire so we can drive again, which is good. But there's my little update. We had our tire pop, yay.
So now, after the whole flat tire incident, I honestly just stopped filming there. It was starting to get late, so it was dark, the camera wasn't working very well, I was tired, I started doing driving and stuff. So after that whole flat tire incident, I didn't take out the camera anymore, so that's really all the footage that I actually have from the move itself. But I do want to explain to you guys how we finished everything, because I know a lot of people will have questions. And like, looking back, I regret not filming it, but I mean, I can't go back and film it, so this is the best we can do right now. So after we changed the tire, we basically just kept driving. Now, in that clip you would see when we changed the tire, we had to put one of those little spares on it, and typically you're not supposed to drive like a long distance on those. Those are pretty well designed just to like get you to the closest like car dealership or something so that you can get a new tire. Well, the problem was this happened late-ish at night and we were in the middle of nowhere. So this happened around 8 o'clock, I think, and we were in the middle of nowhere, so the closest like car shop that we could go to was 2 hours away, and by the time we got there, everything was closed. There was, you know, no car shop open at 10:30 at night that we could get to. So we had to drive the whole way on the little spare tire. So in order to make sure that there were no issues, we basically just had to drive slow. We didn't have to go like super slow, but like below the speed limit. So having to drive slower really added time onto the trip. It's only a 13-hour drive if you go straight through, and it took us 18 hours because the issue with the tire, having to stop and stuff. So it took us a total of 18 hours. Then we ended up arriving at my new house where I am right now at around 6:30 in the morning, which, you know, at this point I was so tired. I had hardly slept the night before. I didn't sleep at all in the car, even when I wasn't driving. I just don't really sleep in cars or like on planes really well. So there was that, but I had to get my animals in their cages. So now thankfully where my dad left before I did in the moving truck, he got here a few hours before I did and was able to unload the moving truck and bring all of my animal enclosures inside. So by the time I got here, all of my enclosures were already inside. They were down in the basement, ready for my animals to go in them. Now the room wasn't like set up or anything. I still had to put my shelving units together, but the cages were down there ready for the animals. So we got here and immediately started unloading my car. We were bringing all of the animals inside and then bringing them downstairs to the animal room. And once all the animals were down there, the first thing we did was unpack them and get them into their enclosures, because, you know, I want them out of the travel containers and in their normal enclosures as soon as possible. The less time they spend in those travel cages, the better. So that was the very first thing we did, and that was pretty stressful, mostly just because of how overtired we all were at that point. So again, I didn't film any of it. It was just so much going on and we were so tired and it was a lot. So I didn't get to film any of that, but I wanted to explain to you guys how I did it because I know a lot of you guys are really curious. So yeah, basically just my dad got here before me, unpacked the truck, got all the enclosures inside. They were here when I got here. I brought the animals in and then put the animals in their enclosures. Once all the animals were set up in their enclosures, I just went right to bed because at this point it was around 8:30 in the morning. I hadn't slept at all yet. So I went to bed and then I woke up around 12 the next day, and then from there on I started just doing more like moving stuff, like unpacking and organizing and all that stuff. But that will be kind of like another video probably. But yeah, so I feel like that's all I should really have to explain for this video here, because this was just kind of my moving vlog, my driving vlog. Again, I know I didn't get that much footage, but hopefully it was still interesting to see regardless. I really did want to film more. It just didn't really work out that way because it ended up being a lot more work than I was expecting, so I just really didn't have the time to film much. But anyway, so I hope like me popping in and explaining things helped. Hopefully that would be the goal. So yeah, all of that said, I'm going to end this vlog here, and now my next video should be my like unfurnished house tour, which I know a lot of you guys have been asking about. So many people have been asking like when my house tour is going up. Hopefully that should be my next video, so it should hopefully be out in the next few days. So all that said, I'm going to end this vlog here. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all again soon.